welcome back to my channel. I'm Bethany Hadiza, and today we're going to have our first official chat. Quick, I was looking back at the footage and I was like, my head is cut off. And I wasn't gonna post it, but I was like, look at that. This is how it starts. You've recorded a video, you found an imperfection, and you're not gonna post it. Then the cycle will start, the spiraling will continue, and I'll abandon this for another 6 years. So I just want to say in advance, I'm sorry that my head's cut off. Please ignore it as much as you can. I hope that you're still able to receive what I'm trying to say. Thank you for watching in advance. Just kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about how building boldly led me here. I gave a brief intro in my first video, and today is a little bit more detailed. It's been a few years now, and being bold is something that I kind of have had to work on over the years. I wasn't ever really shy or timid, I wouldn't say, but I realized that the older I was getting and just with different life circumstances, I kind of found myself becoming a little bit more reserved, going into my shell, so much confusion, so much trying to piece things together that the only thing that really felt right were like my relationship and my friends and having a good time. But everything else that had to do with my mind and being focused and just trusting myself and being confident in myself was so shaky, and I just didn't know where that was coming from. I was losing my self-confidence, not because there was anyone putting me down, but there was just so much self-doubt that was building. I realized over the years that I kept draining myself. I kept feeling drained, and I couldn't live like that anymore. I couldn't live like that, especially because I knew that living in that way, truthfully, I'm not even gonna lie, living in that way, to me, I knew I wasn't honoring God. And I knew that was not the life that God had called me to live. God did not call me to feel depressed. God did not call me to feel sad. He did not call me to feel less than. So I had to take time over the years to just really think beyond these relationships in your life that are going well. So beyond that, what does Bethany want? What do I want for myself? And I had to kind of take stock, look around me, think about a time in my life when I was genuinely confident and bold and doing things afraid. I had to think, what was different between that time and now? Where did things shift? What happened? You sit with yourself, you have these hard questions, and you you just think. You know the answer sometimes. Other times you have to really interrogate yourself. Dig very deep, like go to places where you probably wanted to hide, you probably wanted to throw away, lock the door, throw the key, and never visit that space again. But you can't grow in that way. And that was one thing that my partner and my friends kept pushing me, like, this is not how you were before. You have so much inside of you that you are literally locking up. The things are inside the cage, just shaking to come out. And you keep downplaying your skills, you keep downplaying your talents, you keep not being confident in yourself, you keep dimming the light that God has given you. And I will, I'll say, yes, I'm going to do it. Yes, I'm going to do better. I'm going to change. I'll work on it. And then something will happen. I'll stall, I'll procrastinate, and I won't be able to finish that thing that I started. I had to think to myself, what am I afraid of? Am I afraid? Am I scared? Is it judgment that I'm worried about? And I thought, and I was like, no, I don't think that's what it is. I think it was a confidence issue. I just didn't feel confident. I didn't feel that I was good enough. I felt that what this thing that I want to say, that I want to sit down in front of camera and talk about, what is it that is different from everybody else? And those thoughts just kept coming in my head. It just kept playing in my head. You're not different. You're not doing anything special. Everyone has done these recipes. People have done it. There's nothing you're cooking that is different. There's nothing that you're making that is different. There's nothing that you're saying that's different. It just kept going in my head. And I was like, where is this coming from? And it's a crazy thing because, like I said, no one in my immediate circle was putting me down. Literally everybody was speaking life into me. Everyone was telling me, you got this, you can do this, you're smart, you're intelligent. When I say I have the best support system in the world, I don't think I'm lying. I am not making it up. I do. So for me to feel so lost when there was so much positivity around me, it didn't make sense. And I literally had to have these conversations with myself. Over time, I was constantly feeling low. It was a physical drainage, just fatigue and low energy and just not feeling well. It started to affect me mentally. So not only was I feeling physically tired constantly, I was mentally exhausted and losing confidence. Confidence in how I looked, confidence in my abilities, confidence in my knowledge and my skills. I mean, I was a teacher. I used to teach kids. There's nothing that kids will shatter your confidence, let me tell you. They will break you down. But I was a good teacher and I had good relationships with my students. I wasn't fearful. I wasn't scared. So I was like, I can't let this thing hold me back. And honestly, not gonna lie, I had to be real with myself. And I was like, this is a spiritual warfare. I have to lean into the one thing that is going to be consistent no matter what. If I'm feeling upbeat today, if I'm feeling low tomorrow, what is the one thing in my life that is constantly going to be sufficient, that is constantly going to be enough for me, to make me feel enough? And I just started digging deeper into the word. I started digging deeper into my faith. I started leaning in closer to God. God, please help me, help me, help me. Show me the signs. Show me the signs. And sometime in 2022, I think it was 2022, I can't remember. I was looking for the signs everywhere in my house. I was tired. I was done. I was looking for signs. And I look over to my coffee table and I see a book that I've not read before called Build Boldly. That was it. I read the book, but I wouldn't say the book was the kind of book that I thought it was going to be. It's a good book, but it wasn't. The book has nothing to really do with my situation, but the title of the book is exactly everything that had to do with my situation. And from that day onwards, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of like God's reminder to me that all you have to do is build boldly. Be bold, be bold, be bold. Bold. That was it. That was my word. I wouldn't say that at that time, immediately I saw it, I was like, yes, I'm gonna build boldly. And the next day, I just started being bold. Obviously, it didn't happen like that. But over the years, so 2021 rather, so from 2021 to then to now, it's taken me 2 years to deconstruct myself and build back up and get to this point where I personally, it's not all my friends affirming me, it's not my partner affirming me, it's not my family affirming me. It's me saying, God, these are the things that you have given me. These are the things that you have blessed me with. How can I use them to honor you? How can I use them to honor myself? How can I be bold? How can I live a full life? How can I live a healthy life? And once you realize that you're done feeling like shit. You're done feeling crappy. It doesn't mean all these moments are gonna just disappear and you will never have worries or stress or whatever. No, that's not what that means. But it means that you would feel better equipped to navigate through those situations. You'll feel empowered. You will feel like opening your mouth to ask for help, opening your mouth to say, hey, I am struggling. How can I get myself out of this situation? You will go to God and say, God, please guide me, direct me, show me the way. You will feel confident. You'll feel beautiful. You'll feel pang. These were all the things that I was like, why did I deprive myself of feeling good? Why did I deprive myself of living the fullest? What was I worried about? What was the worst that would happen? That people will send the videos around or the blogs around and say, who does this one think she is? What's she doing? Or say, this recipe is not even nice. Well, I know my recipes bang because I used to own a catering business that I was booked and busy. We were booked and busy every single weekend. We were doing gigs. Things were selling out. People were booking like ahead of time for future events. So I was like, is it this babe that you are doubting? Like, is this who you're doubting? Is this who you're sleeping on? So if you know that your food is good, it's not about the food. Okay, then what is it? You know that you're a beautiful babe, then what is it? You know that, okay, there are some health conditions here and there, but you can manage it. You can, still, it's not the end of the world. Like, you can still live life. So what is it? What's the issue? It's not that you don't have a loving partner. It's not that you don't have a loving friends. It's not that you don't have a loving family. So what is it? Okay, fine. The bank account could be a little bit fatter. The checks could be bigger, but that will come. So what is it? You've paid for domain how many years? You've been writing blogs. I have Google Docs. I have hard drive with footage of videos that I just record and never post. You have the content. So what is it? Why are you not doing the things that you say you're going to do? Why are you holding yourself back? Well, I couldn't blame anybody else but myself. Like, I literally have no one else to blame but me. And I was like, I'm done. I'm 28 years old. I'm about to be 30 in 2 years. I'm done. I'm done. I need to progress. Like, I can't be whining and complaining and saying I don't feel my best. I don't feel like I'm unlocking my potential. You are the one that threw the key to the potential away. So why are you complaining? And I feel like I got to that point because I started reading the word. I'm seeing all the things God thinks of me. I'm seeing all the promises God has made. And I'm just like, So this is how you think of me. This is how you see me. These are the things that you promised me. So it's just me that has decided to just limit myself. It's just me that has decided not to. God said he will bless the work of our hands. But I'm not using the hands to work. I'm not doing anything. I'm just saying I don't feel good. I'm not good enough. So what is he going to bless? I was done. I was tired. And I think it's easier said than done. It's easier recounting this and saying it now. But when you decide, I am ready for change, they won't tell you twice. You get up and you will change. And I really, really think that at that moment, that just those 2 words, build boldly, was what I needed to see to keep reminding myself that if I'm not bold, if I'm not courageous, if I don't take these steps and do these things, I'll never grow. I'll never see results. I can't live in my comfort zone. I can't stay there forever. I'm building a family. I'm going to have people that are looking up to me, that are going to need push, that are going to need encouragement. Ah, imagine my little ones now looking at me saying, our mommy is always timid, our mommy is always shy, our mommy is always scared. Nah. I want to encourage you to take the first step. As I'm sitting here, I'm sweating. Let me just tell you, I'm sweating right now because in the back of my head, a tiny, tiny voice is saying, this babe, who does she actually think she is? But he that lives in me is greater than that voice. That voice, that small voice, there's a bigger voice saying that you're smart enough, you're good enough, and you're worth it. And I want to share that with you. You're smart enough, you're good enough, and you're worth it. There's so many women that I look up to. There's so many women that are smart and good and worth it, and they're living. And I was like, I love this person so much because of that boldness, because of that confidence. Why can't I have that for myself? Why not? Anyway, guys, you just have to do it. Block the noise around you. If you pray, pray to God. If you have someone you talk to, speak to that person. But do the work inside to find out what truly is it that you want out of life for yourself, and start there. It's gonna take a while, but needle will never ever shift if you don't move it. So I'm here today to encourage you to just take a step towards the life that you want. Take a step to pursue your passions. Take a step to explore. Give yourself space to grow, to experience, to live. Just do. Just do it. Just do it. You're taking up space. So fucking what? So what? Do it. That's it for today. I hope you can be bold. I hope you can be courageous. I hope you can be strong. I'm going to share more things as we go, but for now, this is what I have decided. I am building boldly, and I hope you guys will come along with me on this journey. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you're building boldly. If you're building boldly, let me know if you're struggling. Let me know how I can help. Just let me know. Stay blessed. Catch you next time. Bye.